Hi guys, let's talk Wales and their report card for the autumn, and also I'm going to pick a team that may well start in next year's Six Nations. So the results are on the screen, and they had to play 4 games arranged by the WRU and 4 massive games. You've got to say it was probably too much. We thought that from the beginning. Players were just getting absolutely smashed, as well as the injuries they already had. It was a bit, too much for them. Sure, they needed the money, but I didn't quite like the composition, although they fought incredibly hard. I mean, even the Fiji game was incredibly tough. They didn't have any easy games, so well done to Wales. Tough graft, 4 matches, like I said, plenty of key players missing, but they did get 2 wins, albeit against 14 men, but that is not Wales's problem. They still got those wins. The New Zealand game was a toughie. New Zealand stomped them pretty badly, to be honest. They played New Zealand as their best game of the autumn, really. Started off really tight and direct and then opened up as Wales fell away. South Africa was a good graft from Wales, kept it very close. South Africa just nicks it. The Fiji game wasn't the greatest. They struggled against a 14-man Fiji. Similar against Australia, so definitely some positives and negatives in those fixtures, but the big positive was they had a chance to seriously test some lesser known players, some less capped players. I mean, Elias had his ups and downs. I'm still 50-50 on him. Similar with Wainwright. Let me know what you think of those guys. Seb Davis, yeah, still 50-50, but Ellis Jenkins and Tane Basham I thought were exceptional, especially Basham. Thomas Williams I think cemented his first choice, and what we wanted from him was an all-round game, and we really got that. So he looks every inch the international scrum half. McNichol looked good at 15 as well. There are a few issues though, especially around the centres. Every combination they tried didn't quite look right. I mean, Jonathan Davis looks a bit slow. Tompkins was quite a bright spark, to be honest. Halaholo, he missed a few tackles, made a few mistakes, but looked dangerous. Johnny Williams lacked a bit of edge, so it's tricky to know exactly what their best centres are. So let's pick a team potentially for next year, considering Alan Wynne-Jones, Navidi, probably Moriarty are not going to be around. Let me know if you know differently. So in the front row, I think you stick with Wynne-Jones, Owens and Francis. Owens should be back, which will be good. I'd have him backed up by D and Elias. Second row, a little light. Rowlands and Beard would be my starters. Seb Davis looked okay, but you don't have Alan Wynne-Jones, so potential depth problems there. The back row, I would go for this. If Tipuric is back, which he should be, I'd have him at 6, Basham at 7, Faletau at 8. If they're all fully fit, I think that could be absolutely exceptional, to be honest. Size, power, breakdown, threat. Sure, you got Wainwright backing up at 8. Shuinza, I think, could come in at 6, actually. I'd like to see him. He looks a serious athlete. And Ellis Jenkins as well, so plenty of players in that back row. Starting 9, I think Thomas Williams with Gareth Davis to back up. Pretty happy with that. 10 is bigger, for sure. The backups are bigger. I'm not sure the quality's quite there. Preeton does a good job. Sheedy's okay. Some of his kicking isn't the greatest at times, so let me know who you think bigger's a backup should be. Centres, I've gone for yet another combination. I think the best looking centre from the autumn was Tompkins, and then if North is back, I'd have him at 13 as well, maybe mixing those guys around depending what plays you're doing, how you're defending. But Halaholo probably deserves another look. Jonathan Davis, let's see how he's looking, so tricky to call there. In the backs, I think it's pretty straightforward. Their best back 3 is Adams on one wing, Rees-Zammit on the other, and Liam Williams at full back. McNichol, I think, could definitely back up Liam Williams or indeed the wing. So guys, let me know what you think of Wales's autumn and the team I've picked potentially for the Six Nations, and I'll catch you next time.